Stay hydrated out here doing this kind of work. This is all sweat. So come down here in my pants, if you can see, they're wet. That's how much you sweat out here doing this. That's why I like doing it in the winter time. In the winter you don't sweat. You still sweat even in the winter. I sweat in the winter. I'll take my jacket off and usually have a shirt like this and go at it, and I sweat, but not like right now. Right now I'm a lot of fluids dripping off me while I'm doing this. Nothing easy about this one. Wood dance, wood dance, wood dance, wood dance. Splitting that wood like a good boy should. Carter here, my oldest boy, he's 9. He loves to come with me, and I really love him coming with me as well. It's, for one thing, it's company, and for another thing, I know it's teaching him valuable lessons. I used to go with my papaw when I was a little boy, and those memories are very precious to me, and I kind of look at it the same way with Carter. I can tell how much it means to him, and it means a lot to me too. It really does make a difference having him there with me. To deliver the wood. This is a way to make money pretty easily. Smaller here. This particular clip here, I think, was from, well, the one that was showing, I think it was from 2021, maybe around the beginning. 50 pounds you can feel on you. Yeah, when I was at 200 pounds, I mean, I was solid at that weight, strong. God, you watching? What do you think about hand split? What do you know? You've never done it. It is beautiful. Beautiful. There's a pile back there, and when I came back, I mean, that's just, it was all the way to over here, the pile was, and it was much higher. I've cleared a lot out in the last 2 years. But when I first came back here, I was so happy to see it. I literally got down on my knees and praised God for it and thanked him for it, because I mean, it was truly, I was so happy. Me and my brother at one time, we were going just wherever we could get the wood from. I mean, people would call and stuff, and I would just go wherever I could. And when you don't have access to the wood, that makes it hard. One of my hand split videos, and most all the guys on there recommended me get a hydro splitter. They're coming from in the long run, but I'll be honest with you, it'll probably be rare for you to see me use a hydro splitter. I'm not completely against hydro splitters. I just don't, the one I used I didn't like, and I like hand splitting. I enjoy hand splitting firewood. Load up. After I get it all split, we're gonna load it up and take it on to Lexington. I'm gonna get to it here soon, or I am. He's gonna supervise. The wood here, that's what he was wanting. Do it though. I put a piece of plexiglass in, that's what I've been using. I'll probably shatter that. You think it's not rough getting in and out of here? Look at that. My exhaust. That splitter would not last. Anyways, we're heading out now. We're done for the day. Glad to be. God's blessed us with another beautiful day. Blessed us with our health. We're able to do this. Sure got a lot to thank Him for. This challenge is supposed to be for men's mental health awareness, I believe, to bring awareness to men's mental health. And I spoke earlier on that a little bit, and I said later I would speak on it a little bit more. The way I believe is the greatest help you could ever have, honestly, is Jesus. And I know that's not a very popular thing anymore, but I'd be ashamed if I didn't mention that. If I was trying to help somebody and I told them the one way I knew to get help, I would say Jesus. But my axe right here that I'm using, I probably haven't sharpened it for a year, and this is how I split every time, and you see it splits just fine. It really doesn't dull them that much unless you're splitting on rocks or something. But this is the way I prefer to hand split, and you can hit a lot of angles too like this. Knocked the plexiglass window the rest of the way through, and that's not good. It's raining. Hopefully my rack and the wood will block most of it. Have to patch it up somehow later, or put me another window in there. And I think part of the reason why is because you see that splitter in the background there. That's an electric splitter, and I've never seen one like that. That's that tall. Actually, I had one in the past. It was an Earthquake brand. Take it easy for the rest of the day. I'm pretty tired from yesterday. It wore me out. I'm still tired from that. But if you like this kind of stuff, if you don't mind, just like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I really appreciate you watching. Me and Carter both, the rest of my family as well. How many rides have we taken together?
At least 100.
At least 100?
Yeah, maybe even 100.
I'd say more like thousands probably. These ruts are pretty deep too. This is the road they used whenever they logged it, so I guess it's kind of a logging road. Gonna cut it and then roll it down this way. I got all that cut up, or I got the big one cut up. That way I can get to a lot of this oak here, plenty enough for the load that I need to do. And then I've got another path over here, kind of goes downhill, so it works good. And then there's another logging road over there. I'll just roll it over here this time and pull my truck up. That way I don't have to bring it all the way over there where my truck's at. We adjust, we adapt. We get tired and our bodies break down and things. They repair themselves stronger. And I know as you age that begins to decline. I feel like if you can try to, my great papa, he was in his 80s when he died, and he had diabetes. And I remember being a little boy and walking through mountains with him, and while he was in his 70s, and if I'm not mistaken, at least his 70s, and we'd go walking to waterfalls and mountains and everything because it would bring his sugar down. Like that saying that goes, a body in motion stays in motion. I think there is truth to that. We're made to adapt to certain things, you know. Our body, when it gets cut, it scabs over, and over time it heals up, and you may have a scar, but it's made to heal. God made us to be able to withstand these things. If you train right, you know, you don't want to start out using the wrong technique with your hand splitting and then get stuck in the wrong technique for a year hand splitting. Whatever you do, it'd be really good to research it, and it's very easy to do nowadays with YouTube. It provides a platform to learn so much. Split. But yeah, I think he asked me, so where's Dylan at? I haven't seen him for a while, and I can't remember what son he told him, but exactly, but I think his Pavel said, I like him a lot or something like that. I like when he comes over. So that meant a whole lot to me hearing that. Let's get that in the light. As you can see, there's the handle. Something like that's neat too, I think. See what I mean? Give it back. You can have another. One more, that's it. Okay, give it back. Got it made. Almost. Had no idea. See, I'm learning. And now I do believe I'll remember an elm from now on. I do believe that I'll remember what it looks like from now on. Something that's be hard to forget. To see that other people are interested in someone like me, just an average guy from Kentucky, not a wealthy man or nothing by no means, just an average guy out here working and sharing what I do, and to see that people are interested in that makes me happy, to be honest with you. Hey, what you doing? It was raining earlier today, but now it's turned out to be really nice out. Got some clouds, but the skies are blue for the most part. Got my partner back with me. It'll be really loud. I will show a video of that to show you that I have done 3 full chords in a day. And I believe I could maybe even do 4 if, you know, I started early enough. I split, sometimes he would load it, and it does go much faster with 2 people, and you can make still very good profit with 2 people. And there's many different ways to get wood as well. Craigslist is one. I mentioned it here a while back, and this is something that'll be in one of my future videos, and that's a permit, a firewood permit for the Daniel Boone National, and then 8 feet long as well. So 3 stacks cut to around 16 inches. Some are actually probably longer, some may be shorter, and that comes out to around a full cord of wood. All the way to the end. All right, as you see, right at 8 feet here. Post is right there, so. Body at this point is already pretty well adjusted to splitting again. And Woodland Retreat. Beautiful plow. If I lived here driving into this, it's no wonder he doesn't, he stays back here by himself, because I mean, that'd probably be much safer staying in town or something, but I don't blame him for wanting to stay back here. Now, before I would take stuff like that, but I'm to the point now to where I've learned to say no to people a lot easier. And I used to be very bad at that. I remember a guy came by, this is how bad I was at it. A guy came by trying to sell books one time, and I ended up buying every one of these kids' books that we really didn't even need at the time, because I couldn't say no to the guy. Alright, here's what we do it for. Little payday. Feels good to get the cash whenever you get it done. Feels really good. All in all, it's a good day. Very happy, very blessed, very thankful for another day, thankful for my health, thankful for all that God's blessed me with. He's been good to me. Thankful for my children and my wife. I'm blessed with a very good wife, healthy children, a home, everything. This old truck's still going for me. Go to Cave Run Lake and split the wood there. That way we could have a beautiful background and also maybe catch the sunset while we were at it. People might think I'm crazy out here doing this. There's people out on the lake still, and I'm here unloading firewood to split. All red oak and walnut, so it should be some pretty easy split. And so they would send me like 3 or 4 people to my email at once, and I was doing it on my own as well. And I just got in over my head, honestly. Like, I couldn't keep up with the orders, bro. And honestly, I've never been somebody that keeps up with these new phones and stuff like that, because it seems like as soon as you get a phone, it seems like they just come out with another new one, and a lot of them, it just seems like they don't even have much more to them. I'm just not big into that, I'll say that. Burn it down the coals. Good load right there. Red oak, and it's a big load. At 9, it's gonna get dark on us. Might be able to catch the sunset on the dam if my phone doesn't die. Okay, there's the spillway. I don't know what that is. I know I've already mentioned that in the video, or maybe you haven't heard that part yet actually, but I know one thing: when you cut it with a chainsaw, it seems to be harder to cut for some reason. So because I want some more power out of it. Not that it doesn't have enough power as it is, but honestly, I want to run a bigger bar on it. I'd like to run a 28-inch bar or bigger myself. I'm sure a lot of you all that have watched Buck and Billy Ray, or a lot of you that just have probably done it yourself, know it's. He says stand up and buck. It is much easier if you have a long bar and you don't got to bend over like that all day. It really is hard on your back. It just wears you out quick. That's actually probably harder on my back and stuff than splitting is. It probably wears me out. Look at that axe head. It's not very, it's actually got some nicks in it and everything. Look at the top. I haven't sharpened this thing in over a year. Hit the ground with it a lot, and it splits good. Kiss it, Carter. Kiss it. No.
That's my water. I'm drinking it.
No drink, eh?
No. It's freezing out here. It's literally winter time.
All time. Yeah, I remember that, man. I don't think I'll ever forget that, him walking up and doing that to Carter. And there's been many other people too that have been very good about Carter. It seems like they're very happy to see him working with him. What is it, a half ton or what? 3/4 ton? Oh, Uncle, he's got a... Uh-oh. What have we got here? What have we got here? Excalibur. Where's the head? I don't want to get bit. It's not a snapping turtle, but they still bite. It's a little tarpon. That's what I always call them. Cobalt axe made by Cobalt, but the head is a Michigan head. Let's go. It's going. Watch yourself, Cardi. Ember. No, we've got a hanger. Out here too. When you're out here in this forest and you hear pretty much nothing but the wind and the tree buffs, listen to that. So I've got enough wood for this year and next year, I believe, just from this property, maybe even the following year. Like me, if somebody's telling me something and I'm in the wrong, because I have been many times with things, and I've learned a lot from other people explaining things to me the way I've done things wrong and stuff. And I've still got a lot of learning to do in things, but there's a scripture in the Bible that says, if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. And I believe what that means is when a man gets to the place where he thinks he knows it all, he doesn't know things the way that he should, because God doesn't want us to have that mindset. We can always learn more things. It's good to be confident in what you do know, what you know to be true. It's good to be confident in that, but I don't think it's good to be to the mindset to where you think you can't grow and you think you can't learn, because we can always learn, we can always grow.
I did.
Look at that.
That was like rolled on
Can't hardly beat it, buddy. Me and Carter like these munchos.
Jesus, go up in heaven, but you just can't see them. They always protect you. Also, don't know Moses, I know that song. And you know this song? Like this on the main line.
He's on the main line.
Yeah, this on the main line.
What's your favorite one?
It's the one that's like that. The great I am.
The Great I Am.
Yeah, I like the great I am a bunch.
That's your favorite one?
Yep, it's one of my favorites.
It is.
Yep, actually, it's all of my favorites. We make a miracle worker from a keeper, right in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That's not always on me.
That was beautiful.
Look at that wood truck over there.
That's a wooden truck.
It's a wooden truck.
Other videos that we would be able to do soon. We got a good rain last night and a lot of wind too, and I'm glad we did get a good rain, really, because we need. I mean, it's been probably a couple months since we got what I would call a good rain, but last night we finally got one. And after, I kind of recorded some, and I plan to add some of that in here at the end. Some very beautiful scenery. But she was telling me they were from California and telling me about the prices. How actually, I think the last delivery I did maybe as well was they had moved from California. That's sitting over there. We're heading out. Ready to get out of here. Let's get out of here, Carter. Let me leave him here. First time I've ever been to Hazel Green, I think. Beautiful out this way. Just got the delivery done, as you can see. Really pretty place. Thank goodness this gas station was here because there was none. There were no other ones on the way. I mean, the whole way, there's no other ones. Hopefully if you come to Kentucky, that's what you get is some good, friendly people, because there's a lot of them here. Say that. What are you doing there, little girl? That funny? Don't hurt yourself. You go too far in there, you scratch it, you're gonna, oh, right to the mouth. You little booger eater. Careful, you hurt your little, oh, that side now. Is that funny? Might be looking for a little Carter mill. Fill the truck bed just up to the metal, you know, the regular bed without filling my wooden rails up. I'm going to fill that up with oak. Then we're going to the next place, which is close to my home, filling the rest up with cherry, and then we're going to take it on. I've got another one to do tomorrow too. Maybe by then I'll be retired and Carter will be running the business.
Yay.
I'm out there with my cane in one hand, axe another. Great. It starts up easily. It idles for me for as long as I want to let it idle, really, you know. So I got this saw and another one on a trade. That one. That one. I'm so thankful for all the people who've subscribed and things on our channel. I'm down to that branch. I'm having a watch right above my head here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bench right here above me. That's a very good way to get hurt. You get your axe up in that and sling it back and then come right down and be careful you're under this one. Nevaeh. She said, Sheep hippopotamus. Like the bigger rounds, to be honest with you. I would much rather have the big rounds and split them, you know, and be able to work on one round and get, you know, 50 pieces of wood sometimes or so, rather than splitting those little rounds that give you like 4 pieces of wood. Me, myself, I'd way rather have the big ones. Now, if they get too big, and depending on the type of wood it is, though, they're horrible to try to split. What are you doing, honey? A tree with this yet, but I have done some chopping with it, and it's definitely a great chopper. It's got a 36-inch hickory handle on it, and pretty clean if you take your time and, you know, don't try to swing real hard. Just kind of work on your accuracy. Pretty much holding it, and every now and then when you get that close, what I've found, when you hit right inside there like that, it's like you break the fibers and the tree wants to go. That's why I was kind of looking there. There she goes. there, the farmer, spoke to him. Russell B is his name. I don't know what B means, but when you call his phone, just about every time he answers, he says, Russell B. So, following him to it. Oh, the memories. The memories of this place. My brother will recognize this place. He's been here with me. He watches sometimes. There's the sycamore we're getting over here. It's dead. He's heading off that way. Man, it brings back memories being here. I've got wood all from back in there, locust. When I told you about my first year getting it from this cattle farm, this is where I'm at. Don't get me wrong, but it's massive. I mean, just how long it's going to take is what's...
My name's Jasper. I'm 8 years old, birthday December the 12th, and I am a new member of the channel. Yes. So today we're going to be up here doing firewood stuff. We're going to be...
How much do I got to pay you for this?
700,000. Say it. 700,000.
What did you say?
I am a athlete.
An athlete?
Yes, on our front porch steps we have 3 steps, and then we have
Stand over here while that sun ain't in your eyes.
Then we have the porch step, and I haven't jumped off the 3rd step.
Wow. Wow.
I've never been adventuring.
Are you serious?
Oh, briars.
Those ain't briars. Here, come here. Come here. I'm like a mule, see? I'm like a big mule carrying this.
Help me! Mommy! I want more hand.
Here, you wanna? Yeah, listen to you. Customer had contacted me who I had delivered truckloads to in the past, and I didn't want to tell him no, and so I just kind of upped the price a little bit, and he, accepted. So after I delivered it to him, I got more calls on some just regular truckloads, and so I delivered them. That's why, like I said, I hope if I can put some kind of content that either brings you joy, maybe you like seeing the woods and you like seeing firewood, or maybe motivate you to get out and hand split, because it is beneficial. Me personally, whenever I do physical work, it makes me feel better mentally as well. It does. Younger than me, and that's his son, and yeah, they look very much alike. Reminds me a lot of them. Oh, a truckload. As you can see, we came out here later in the day today. That's how this took around. This took longer than usual, honestly, because I was getting the wood from up there. finish this up and take it on, and then got another one due tomorrow. All right, we got a good load of cherry in here. Good load of cherry. Beautiful back here in this field too. It's snowing too now, as you can see. Not a whole lot, not big flakes or anything, but pretty cold out here. But when you do this wood, it warms you up. These firewood rides are probably one of my favorite parts, to be honest with you. You know, you've got all your wood done and everything, all the hard work is done. You got it loaded, and you get to enjoy the scenery on these rides. And it's just, right now it's in the or maybe not right now, I may have cooled off some, but earlier it was in the 60s, so. Do it. But they're here. Look at that. I'm in the middle of the road, and I don't even care too much. Man, ain't that beautiful? Look at the wind in those trees. Today is just, the weather is nice. It's windy today though, it's really windy. Took my kids out earlier. What? All right. Like I see, you guys worry about the handle a whole lot. You know, this is a vintage handle right here. They worry about the handle, but don't worry about the head very much. And that's the most important part really for splitting. It went flying so fast underneath of that log right there that I didn't even know where it went. I didn't even see it come off. It happened so fast. I just felt it. I felt it break off. I'm out from under that dead branch now. And there we go.
Because we do not know when we will die, we get to think of life as an inexhaustible well. And yet everything happens only a certain number of times, and a very small number, really. How many more times will you remember a certain afternoon of your childhood, an afternoon that is so deeply a part of your being that you can't even conceive of your life without it? Perhaps 4 or 5 times more, perhaps not even that. How many more times will you watch the full moon rise? Perhaps 20, and yet it all seems limitless.